Hey, Lakers fans, let's dive straight into the latest updates and developments that are shaking up the team dynamics and the roster moves that could redefine this season. The spotlight lately has been on Jake Laravia, and for good reason. He has emerged as a potential solution at the starting three, and that position is absolutely critical for the Lakers' current strategy. While he may not put up 21 or 26 points every single game, and we shouldn't expect him to carry the offense in the same way as some of the veterans, the impact he brings goes far beyond scoring. His consistency in the marginal aspects of the game, defense, rebounding, versatility, is exactly what the Lakers need to stabilize their starting lineup. If we break it down and compare him to Rui Hachimura, the differences are striking. Strip away the scoring numbers, and what does Hachimura really offer? He's not a strong rebounder, he's not particularly versatile, and defensively, he doesn't make the kind of impact that changes the tone of a game. Laravia, on the other hand, elevates every aspect of the game around him. He's a tougher defender, a more reliable rebounder, and a better swingman who can adapt to multiple roles. Even if his scoring fluctuates, his presence on the floor provides balance, stability, and energy that the Lakers desperately need at the three position. This is not just about the current games. It's about long-term roster strategy. Having Laravia step into the starting three provides leverage in potential trades and roster decisions. Suddenly, the team isn't pressured to overcommit for Andrew Wiggins or any other veteran. If Laravia continues to perform at this level, the Lakers gain flexibility. They can still pursue veteran talent where it makes sense, but they aren't forced to overspend because their starting three is already viable. This creates an environment where players like Rui can find a natural role off the bench, scoring and contributing in their most comfortable position, while Laravia anchors the starting unit. From a coaching perspective, this balance is invaluable. Laravia allows the Lakers to maximize efficiency on both ends of the floor. He handles the marginal aspects, defensive rotations, rebounds, hustle plays, that often don't appear in box scores but directly impact wins and losses. He also gives the coaching staff clarity. They can see what this starting three can do without rushing to make impulsive trades or adjustments. For the front office, it's a signal that the team can explore options more strategically. If Laravia proves his consistency, it opens the door for more meaningful trade conversations, particularly with teams like Brooklyn, where multiple assets could be exchanged to strengthen depth and versatility. Speaking of trade strategy, Laravia's emergence also shifts the calculus for acquiring other players. If he performs well over the next stretch, the Lakers have a starting three that is dependable enough to consider moves that upgrade the bench rather than the core lineup. Imagine targeting a group of young, high-upside players for Brooklyn to enhance depth, athleticism, and versatility. This is where Laravia's presence becomes a leverage tool, not just a solution on the court. The team can negotiate for multiple players to bolster the second unit, adding scoring, defense, and floor spacing without destabilizing the established starters. It's the kind of strategic flexibility that championship contenders crave. Now, let's talk specifics about how this depth upgrade could look. By moving certain contracts and making calculated trades, the Lakers could bring in a combination of players who bring different strengths: scoring punch off the bench, defensive versatility, and athleticism across multiple positions. This approach not only strengthens the rotation, but also ensures that the starters can focus on maintaining rhythm and cohesion without being overworked. Adding players who complement the existing rotation is crucial, especially when balancing minutes and matchups against elite teams. Laravia as the starting three allows the coaching staff to experiment with lineups that maximize these synergies. One of the most intriguing aspects of Laravia's role is how it changes the perception of other players' value. Andrew Wiggins, for instance, becomes less of an urgent acquisition because the Lakers are no longer dependent on him for stability at the three. This is critical because it gives the front office breathing room to evaluate other options, consider trades, and manage salary cap implications without sacrificing competitiveness. Laravia's defensive ability, his versatility, and his ability to impact games beyond scoring effectively make him a cornerstone of the roster. He is the player around whom other decisions can now be thoughtfully planned. Another layer of this is how it affects team chemistry. Laravia's skill set encourages a more natural balance in rotations. Bench players can thrive in their most comfortable positions, while the starters operate with clarity about their roles and responsibilities. This mitigates confusion and maximizes efficiency across the roster. When a player like Rui moves into a six-man role, he can contribute offensively while maintaining defensive assignments that align with his strengths, creating an overall smoother and more predictable game flow. Laravia's emergence also makes the Lakers' trade decisions more digestible. If Rui's contract becomes tradable, it's no longer a panic move. It's a strategic one. The team can negotiate trades that optimize both talent acquisition and cap flexibility. Laravia's presence ensures that any move to adjust the roster doesn't compromise the integrity of the starting lineup. This is a significant shift in how the Lakers can approach the trade market, giving them options they might not have had before. Looking ahead, if Laravia continues to perform at a consistent level, the Lakers could seriously consider a major shakeup that revitalizes depth across the board. Acquiring multiple complementary players could resolve persistent bench issues, enhance versatility, and inject the team with new energy. The roster would not only be deeper and more athletic, but also better balanced, allowing the starters to focus on high-level execution without worrying about mismatches or gaps in the lineup. Laravia essentially acts as the keystone, around which both strategic trades and tactical rotations can be built, providing a clear path toward a stronger, more competitive Lakers team. This approach also allows the Lakers to be nimble in the offseason, preserving flexibility to make high-impact moves while maintaining depth. By solidifying the starting three with Laravia, the front office can plan for contingencies, whether it involves retooling around LeBron, creating cap space, or even targeting star acquisitions in the future. Depth, versatility, and clarity in roles are the pillars of this strategy, and Laravia's role at the three is central to that framework. His emergence isn't just a short-term solution. It's a strategic advantage that reshapes how the Lakers approach both the trade market and game day rotations. Now, let's continue breaking down the bigger picture and why Jake Laravia's role at the starting three could completely change the Lakers' trajectory. What makes him such an intriguing piece is how his game impacts the margins, which are often the difference between a good team and a championship contender. While we all love seeing points on the board, Laravia's value is measured in less flashy ways. Defensive rotations, clutch rebounds, timely steals, and versatility to guard multiple positions. These are the things that allow stars like LeBron and Anthony Davis to operate with more freedom because the floor is stabilized around them. He brings a type of balance that allows the Lakers to run complex schemes without worrying about glaring holes on defense or rebounding deficits. Think about it. When a team has a player who can seamlessly switch from guarding a wing to protecting the paint, who can crash the boards and still hit an open three when needed, it fundamentally changes the dynamics of matchups. Laravia does all of that without being the focal point of the offense, which is ideal because it keeps defenses honest without putting the burden of scoring on him every night. He becomes the glue that connects the starters and the bench, allowing rotations to flow naturally and giving the team an identity beyond individual talent. His presence allows the Lakers to be more creative with their lineups, experimenting with different combinations while maintaining defensive integrity and spacing. From a front office standpoint, this opens a wide range of strategic possibilities. By having a dependable three, the Lakers no longer feel forced to make impulsive moves in pursuit of a veteran wing. Instead, they can focus on addressing depth, acquiring complementary pieces, and balancing the salary cap for future seasons. This could include looking at younger, high-upside players from other teams who are available in trades, adding athleticism and versatility without sacrificing the starting lineup. Laravia's role effectively allows the Lakers to prioritize long-term roster flexibility while still remaining competitive in the present. One of the most intriguing trade possibilities involves targeting multiple players from teams like Brooklyn to revamp the bench. Imagine a scenario where the Lakers acquire a combination of young scorers, versatile defenders, and seasoned role players who can immediately elevate the second unit. This isn't just about swapping talent. It's about creating a rotation that complements the starters and maintains a high level of efficiency across all 5 positions. Laravia's emergence as a reliable starter is what makes this type of move feasible because the starting 3 is no longer a vulnerability. It's the kind of strategic depth planning that separates playoff teams from championship contenders. The potential acquisitions could address several persistent issues for the Lakers. Depth has been a recurring concern, particularly in scoring off the bench and defensive versatility. By securing players who can handle multiple positions, contribute in clutch moments, and maintain energy throughout the game, the Lakers effectively cover gaps that could otherwise derail critical stretches. For instance, bringing in a young scorer off the bench ensures the starters are not forced into heavy minutes, while adding a defensively versatile wing allows for flexibility in matchups against elite opponents. Every aspect of this potential roster upgrade is amplified by Laravia's presence at the starting 3. Another advantage is the impact on team chemistry and player development. With Laravia anchoring the starting 3, other players can focus on their natural roles, improving efficiency and cohesion on both ends of the floor. Bench players like Rui Hachimura, who might have been forced into starting roles previously, can now thrive as sixth men, providing scoring and maintaining defensive assignments that align with their strengths. This promotes smoother rotations, more consistent energy, and less disruption to the overall game plan. Chemistry is often overlooked in these discussions, but it's critical when trying to maintain momentum throughout a long season. In terms of game strategy, Laravia's ability to impact the game beyond scoring opens up creative possibilities for the coaching staff. The Lakers can experiment with defensive schemes, stagger rotations, and small ball or big lineup variations without sacrificing balance. He allows for high-level adaptability, whether facing elite perimeter shooters or teams with dominant big men. His versatility means the Lakers can switch seamlessly between different tactical approaches, which is especially important in playoff scenarios where adjustments are crucial. Having a player who can fill multiple roles at a high level is essentially like having an extra chess piece on the floor at all times. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, in what could be one of the most intriguing moves of the offseason, whispers around the league suggest that Walker Kessler has agreed to a 3-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the situation hint that the team sees Kessler as a potential cornerstone for their frontcourt, someone who can anchor their defense and bring a new dimension to their interior game. Kessler, known for his shot-blocking prowess and ability to alter shots at the rim, has generated buzz as one of the most promising young big men in recent drafts. Analysts have long debated where his skill set would best fit in the NBA, and the Lakers, with their mix of veteran talent and rising stars, could be the perfect environment for him to grow. Speculation is that his presence could allow LA to experiment with smaller lineups while maintaining a formidable defensive presence in the paint. Fans and pundits alike are already dissecting how Kessler would mesh with the team's current roster. Some believe his addition could relieve pressure from the perimeter defenders, enabling the Lakers' guards and forwards to play more aggressively on the perimeter. Others argue that integrating a young, defensive-minded center into a team with championship aspirations is always a gamble. Will Kessler adapt quickly to the speed and versatility of the Lakers system, or will he need a season or two to reach his full potential? The timing of the move also raises questions. With the Lakers constantly balancing championship windows and roster flexibility, a 3-year commitment signals a significant vote of confidence in Kessler's development. There's chatter that the front office sees him not just as a defensive asset, but as a possible centerpiece for future trades or extensions, giving the franchise multiple strategic options down the line. While no official announcements have been made, the rumor alone has sparked excitement across social media. Fans are envisioning highlight reels of Kessler swatting shots alongside the Lakers' stars, imagining the kind of defensive identity he could help craft. If true, This move could represent a subtle but meaningful shift in how Los Angeles approaches roster construction, blending youthful potential with established experience in pursuit of another deep playoff run. Whether this speculation materializes into reality remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The Lakers' locker room might be on the verge of gaining a shot-blocking force that could change how opponents approach them in the paint. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.